everyone and welcome to the first episode of October, the first proper episode of the comeback of LB Otaku and the Otaku news, and this time we're going to cover the figures that are up for reserve, so pre-orders that cover more or less the first 3 weeks of October. Now I had to do some quick selection because there was too much to cover and I don't want the video to be extra long, but next week everything is going to be back to normal and I'm going to try to cover almost everything. But starting off, we are going to go for Popup Parade Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx, an amazing show except the ending. It's coming out March 2023, $27. If you don't know, Popup Parade is like Figmas but statues, so they don't articulate but they're very affordable and they look as good as Figmas. And we're going to continue with some more Popup Parade with Kidino Kosaka from My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. I think that's the name in English because I cannot say that name. She's going to blow everything out of the water if I try to say that. February 2023 release, $28. I never watched the show, I know about it. Not my thing, but the figure itself looks pretty cool. Then we also have Popup Parade Empress Black Rock Shooter Downfall Awakened version from Black Rock Shooter, April 2023, and again $28. Now I'm always a bit skeptical about figures with such a small base and just one foot on the base. Be careful with if you live in places where there's a lot of heat, because sometimes heat can bend a little bit of plastic and the figures can start falling. So always keep your figures in places with not too much heat, because that can be dangerous. Yeah, just a little side note. Then we also have another thing from Good Smile Company, but this time is 1/6 scale. It is Yotsuba Nakano date style version from the quintessential quintuplets. I have no idea what this is, but $108 coming out September 2023. And here you can definitely notice how an increase a little bit in detail and the increase in size can blow up the price of a statue, because this is basically a statue from the same brand that is bringing you Popup Parade, but damn, it's a lot more expensive, even though of course the scale is completely crazy. It's like double the scale. But yeah, again, gives me a little bit more appreciation for Popup Parade figures. And speaking of, we also have Nanachi from Kodokawa brand, and it's from the show Made in the Abyss, an amazing show. I have also watched the new season, but I haven't watched it yet. It's 1/7 scale, and it's coming out September 2023, $180. And again, it's a statue, non-articulated figure, and looks pretty cool, but damn, that price is crazy. But the detail and the paint job is fantastic. And we have another Popup Parade Chi, and it's from Heavily Armed Schoolgirl, March 2023, $28. This is a figure that is already a Figma out there, so if you don't want the statue one, maybe look for the Figma one. Or if you prefer to save some money, you have this statue one, the Popup Parade one, that looks fantastic. Speaking of that, I think we also have a model kit. I think it's the same character. Or is it not? Wait. Looks like the same character. Ichi. Okay, it's not the same character. It is from the same stuff. Heavily Harmed High School Girls, but it's not the same character. I'll show you that model kit after a little bit, so I'm going to leave it by the end. Next we got Nendrod Persicaria from Neural Cloud, whatever that is, April 2023, $49. I have no clue what this is. Looks cool, I guess, and never collected an Nendroid before. Some look pretty cool, but I haven't been able to get into Nendroids. Then we also have the Statue Legend JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, The Worldo, and we also have Dio, the statue of Dio. Now these ones I put here because I wanted to make a point These guys are from Medicus, like the articulated figures from JoJo. These are re-releases coming out May 2023. I think both are coming out May 2023 at $43, and they're 1/6mm. So basically, they're the same size as the action figures. Are not basically the same pricing. And the detail is not better. I'm sorry, but the detail is basically the same. And that gives me, again, more appreciation for the Popup Parade. Because Popup Parade is Figma quality, Figma size, and the price is a lot less than a Figma. And here you have the same pricing as the action figure. Even though the detail is the same, the size is the same. So again, I don't see the logic here. At least for me, I would definitely go for the action figure and not the statue, but a lot of people just like collecting statues, so if that's your thing, good for you, but in my personal opinion, I would definitely think that they should lower the pricing of the statues. At least these particular statues, because they are not taller, they are not more detailed. Well, that was just a little bit of a rant. Then we got Nendroid Power from Chainsaw Man, one of the big shows of the season. November 22 re-release. Sorry, I cannot speak today. $33. Again, I cannot speak today. It's crazy. Yeah, it's apparently it's a re-release, so I guess they will release this during the manga run. Not a bad price for an Android. And we also have Nendroid Dinghy from Chainsaw Man, November 2022 re-release, $37. This one brings a lot more accessories than the other one, so a little bit more expensive, but not crazy. We also have another re-release, this time from Overlord, that is also coming in with a new season, and I love Overlord. $49 Albeto. I think it's a pity that they haven't released a Figma from Overlord. They should have a bunch of them, because Overlord has such amazing characters to turn into Figmas. But we only have Nendroids so far. That's a pity. Then we also have two Nendroids from Death Note, two re-releases. We have Nendroid L 2.0 it's coming out June 2023 re-release, $49. We have, of course, Nendroid Light Yagami 2.0 June 2023 re-release, $34 more or less. It's Death Note, it's a classic, so I'm glad that they are keeping some figures alive. Again, I would hope to see some Figmas. I think there's some Pop-Up Parades, but I'm not sure. I cannot remember by heart. Then we also have some Pop-Up Parades from another classic anime, Cobra. This time is paired, it's Lady, $28 coming February 2023, and Cobra itself, again, $28 and also February 2023. Fun fact, Cobra was the inspiration for Dante from Devil May Cry. For that fact alone, one day I will watch the show. Even though it's a very old show, but yeah, it's a classic. And here we have Super Figure Action JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Weather R, and again, May 2023 re-release, $46, so basically the same price as those statues, and the size is basically the same. It is what it is. And going up in pricing a little bit, if my computer lets me, we have the 112 Collective DC Comics Robin Damian Wayne 112 action figure, $146. This is definitely a high quality figure, a lot of detail, cool accessories, cool face sculpts. Masco is like Hot Toys, but at 112 scale, they really have high quality. So it's a high price, but worth it for a lot of people. Speaking of high price, we have Silent Hill 2 Bubblehead Nurse 1/6 and also the Pyramid Head. Both of them were announced during the special Silent Hill conference that was a while ago. $316, the Bubblehead Nurse, coming out December 2023, and the Pyramid Head is coming out the same time, $367. Very expensive. These are fully articulated figures, and they are not just statues. That looks cloth. I think that's cloth and not just sculpting, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong, it could be... but the wrinkles are changing, so that has to be cloth. And that explains a lot why the pricing is so expensive and cool accessories. The weathering is fantastic, so yeah. Pyramid head should be cloth too, I guess. This should be cloth too, like, probably. Yeah, these are really high quality. The pricing is unbelievably crazy. Then we have SH figure art Super Cyan Full Power Son Goku. One of the cheapest Dragon Ball figures you can get. $26, late October. It's very simplistic, no effect parts, just a bunch of hands, faces. But again, it looks pretty cool to me. Normally, SH figure arts Dragon Ball figures are not this expensive. They normally tend to be expensive, but the most simplistic ones are very affordable. I also put here this Soul Effect Thunder Yellow version part from Bandai, because it's a great accessory for that Goku figure. Late October, $15. You can just put it behind him and like do the effect of maybe him elevating his ki or something like that. So just look pretty cool to be together. Then we also have another figure from Masco, but this time is not the 112 figures. It is the DS Designer Series Pennywise 15-inch Mega Scale Figure Sinister version. This looks like a creepy doll, and because it's Halloween, I think this can look fantastic if you have a party or something like that. Even though it's too expensive just for Halloween decoration, but for our fans, this is actually pretty cool. February 2023, $110. Then we have the Mortal Kombat action figure Kano from Storm Collectibles, 112. March 2023 release, $124. In my opinion, Storm Collectibles are very cool figures, but they don't justify the pricing as much as, for example, the Masco figures. They do bring a lot of accessories, and they're very good representations of the characters from the games, but yeah, a little bit hard to justify the pricing, even though, again, they're fantastic figures. Then we have another Evangelion model kit, because we don't have enough Evangelion figures and model kits. We have now Good Smile Company from using their Modroid line with the Evangelion Unit 01 plastic model kit. May 2023 release, $21. That's gotta be the cheapest Evangelion model kit that I've heard about. I did have some really inexpensive ones from Bandai, like some classic ones, high grade ones. But this one, compared to those high grade ones, looks to be smaller, but does bring a lot more articulation than those original high grades from Bandai. I would be curious to see like this side by side with the real grades from Bandai. They are right now the gold standard of Evangelion model kits. But yeah, at least you have like a cheap alternative, and that's interesting. So I miss building model kits. This I put here for Wookiee plastic model kit from Kotobukiya from Muv Love. I have no idea what this is. May 2023 release, $51. I just put here because sometimes we just look at Gundams, and this actually, even though it's not a Gundam, looks pretty cool. It's very interesting, and Kotobukiya model kits tend to be like really good model kits. At least they look fantastic. But yeah, whatever this is, it does look cool. And speaking of model kits, we have two final model kits. We have this December re-release Undeadress Isis STD version unassembled kit from Dark Advents, December 2022 re-release, $25. Looks pretty cool overall, the figure. It has two versions. We have the normal version and we have the DX version. I'm going to show you the DX one in a moment. Now these ones I put here because there's something that always put me curious in terms of these humanoid figures that are model kits. That is, can you out of the box make them look like that? Because sometimes you cannot. Sometimes you have to weather and paint yourself, and I think that should not be the case. Like, at least if that's the case, it should be upfront. You should have like a out of the box image of the model kit, so you don't make the mistake of buying it thinking you're going to have the figure look like that, and then you have to put in the work to make it look like that. Because a lot of people don't understand how model kits work, and so just wanted to have a little warning. If you guys want to buy humanoid model kits, be careful, because sometimes you may not get lucky, and it may not have everything to make it look like the promotional material. Then we also have this DX version with the initial release bonus item. It's a December 22 re-release, $56. Again, it's not a bad price for a figure that brings like another figure and all the accessories. But again, will it look like that? That's always the big question for me. Because, damn, it looks pretty cool. And speaking of another humanoid figure, Plamax HH01 Ichi, Max Factory Heavily Armed High School Girls, February 2023 release, $59. This is not inexpensive at all. And again, it's from the same show as that other Popup Parade. Looks pretty similar, even though it's apparently not the same character. And looks fantastic. I love the overall look of this figure. But again, will it look like that if I don't use any paint job whatsoever in the figure? If I just build it out of the box, will it look like that? Don't know. But it is food for thought. Maybe one of these days I can get one of these and try it out to see if I can make it look like that without any paint job whatsoever. And that's all for me today. Stay tuned for the figures that were released during these 3 weeks, and next Saturday we're going back to the 2 episodes per week schedule. I'll see you guys next time.